Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the readings for the earth signs, and this will be for the lovely sign of Virgo. Virgo, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you on board. Please make sure you press the subscribe button and the bell so that it notifies you of new readings being posted or me going live on YouTube. And I do go live on YouTube midday Australian Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday if you want to come and join us. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, please keep in mind that it is not a personal reading. It is a general reading. I'm only picking up on what is going on in the universe at the moment. Sometimes you can want to hear something in a reading and you won't hear what you want to hear, and that's okay. Just make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising or ascendant, and or your Venus if you're after love. If you can do that, you will have a nice rounded picture of who you are. You can Google natal chart and put in your birth details and get that information, which will help you to understand yourself better. If the reading does resonate with you, however, I would love you to give it a thumbs up so you can help me to grow the channel. Keep in mind that that is good karma, and I'm going to say thank you in advance. All right, we're going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale Edition for your reading. And let's see where we're going, Virgo. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords coming out. The Nine of Swords is a card that talks about sleepless nights. It's about slaying your dragons, waking up during the night, often sort of feeling uneasy, trying to understand here, trying to understand some sort of anxiety that you're having, trying to think something through, but it's keeping you awake at night. This is not an energy of like the Eight of Swords where it's keeping you trapped in your mind. This is actually keeping you awake at night or awakening you. Now, it may be that you have an opportunity to move forward on a new start here. And sometimes when we know we've got an opportunity or something's coming towards us, we can question. I mean, we'd be excited about it, of course. And anxiety isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes that anxiety feeling can be like anticipation. It's exactly the same feeling. So it may be that something good is coming towards you. Maybe you're questioning it. Maybe you're excited about it. Maybe you're anxious about this new start. Could be that you're starting a new job, starting a new business. Could be a new relationship about to take a turn. Maybe you're getting married here with this Ace of Wands. But something's got you in your head thinking about, is it the right thing for me? This is really interesting here. Okay, this is really nice energy. The fact is, I feel like you've met someone here that you have invested all your energy in. Now, the Three of Cups for me always sort of shows that something's becoming between you two people. And I can't help thinking, have you met someone where you're still dealing with a past partner? Or you're still dealing with somebody from the past who keeps coming in to interrupt this situation here. And maybe that's what's giving you anxiety about moving forward in this relationship. Because to me, there's some sort of interference here, especially seeing the 3 and the 2. There's sort of something becoming between two people who actually are in a beautiful place. Okay, so it's creating some sort of confusion here about moving forward. All right, this is what's giving you anxiety. It's creating an energy of either not being secure in the relationship, feeling a little bit intimidated by something, maybe feeling like this person isn't telling you the truth, or that some truth needs to come to the forefront. But something in this situation is making you question something here because you're confused. So it may be that this person is saying that they are really in love with you and they want a new beginning, but you're feeling something here is standing in the way of that. Now, for some of you, it could be another person. I've got that whole, interference by an ex or an ex-wife or something coming through here. But it's actually making you feel very unsure whether this is the right direction to go in. Now, sometimes that 3 of Cups could, it could be other things. It could be that you're really in love with someone and they have an alcohol addiction. It could be that you're really in love with someone, but they have an interfering family. Something is holding you back from enjoying this brand new start. So it's like you know that this is going to be a great thing. You're really excited about it, but something is holding you back from really committing. Okay, that explains it all. All right, so you may be a person who's already been through situations before where this very same or very similar thing has happened. Sometimes when we've been in a negative relationship, an abusive relationship, or a relationship that has worn us down, we can go into the next relationship carrying a little bit of that baggage. Now, we may not let it affect the relationship, but it certainly sort of reminds you when things aren't quite right that you are cycling something again. So it might be that you're starting to feel that something is not quite right in this situation. You may not be able to put your finger on it yet, but you've felt it before. So you're starting to understand. This is coming through in a lot of the readings today. Very, very strange energy. And I think people are starting to realize their own cycles here. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through, which could represent you as a Virgo. 8 of Pentacles coming through, 6 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles here. So for some of you, this may be a work situation or a business situation, I want to say, because there's a lot of sort of money floating around here. So it could have something to do with perhaps you've paired up with somebody in business. Maybe you're ready to get something off the ground, but there is something about the other person that is still sort of sitting with you in a strange way where you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know something is not quite right. And this is how it is in a relationship. So we do tend to sort of put work into things when we, you know, when we want a relationship to be healthy, when we want a really good future with someone, we do absolutely 100% put the energy into the relationship. But sometimes other people don't do the same thing, and that immediately is a red flag. So if you're doing all the texting and your person isn't only giving you a little bit of breadcrumbs, if you're putting all the love into something and the other person makes you a, you know, their second choice on things or puts other people before you, all of those things are red flags. And you will understand them because you're sort of here. It looks to me like you're starting to look at your relationship and wonder why things are happening the way they are. There's definitely this feeling with the 6 of Pentacles that there's an imbalance in this situation. So I feel like here with the Queen of Pentacles, you're probably feeling like you're doing all the things that a partner should do. You may be thinking that you're investing everything in this, but this 9 of Wands tells me that you keep getting hit with things that don't feel quite right to you. You may be seeing red flags. You may be, you know, always the one who's got your hand in the pocket for something. You may be always doing all the work or always supporting the other person and the other person isn't giving back here. Whatever it is, you're starting to realize something isn't quite right about this situation. All right, we have the Knight of Wands with the 10 of Cups. I'm seeing this card a lot today too. And the King of Swords. You may be dealing with someone who's very self-centered, very cold, emotionally unavailable. This person here could be maybe someone who's a little bit narcissistic. You could be dealing with someone who's very self-focused. This person is not contributing to this situation in the way that's right for you. The 10 of Cups tells me there's a good outcome here. So maybe it's worthwhile talking to this person. Oh, we go, narcissistic. Okay. All right, 3 of Pentacles. You've got a lesson to learn here and something is about to shine a light on this. I've got to say to you, this is coming through in all the readings at the moment, and the way I'm seeing it with this 3 of Pentacles is you're completing a cycle, starting to understand a cycle, starting to understand how to invest in yourself, respect yourself, understand your intuition is trying to tell you something here, and it's coming through in all the readings. I do love that you have the Sun and the 10 of Cups here though, because to me that looks like a really good outcome. I feel like you're dealing with someone here again that could have an addiction problem, but to me these two cards together reflect the energy of someone who is very self-focused, has that real narcissistic energy, someone who is entitled or feels entitled to have everything. I see you giving lots of money. I see you always got your hand in your pocket. I want to say to you, be really careful, because I feel like this person is coming after the financial side of you. So they may be positioning themselves to get you financially, absolutely. But whoever you're dealing with here, you're seeing them because you're in this grounded energy. You're taking note of what's going on here. I feel like somehow or another though with the 9 of Wands, you're feeling something here. You're definitely understanding that you're on a pattern. You're cycling something. This Three of Pentacles tells me absolutely it's some sort of contract, some sort of soul contract you've got here, where you are learning with this Three of Pentacles that you can't do things a certain way. The Sun card tells me that you are going to get some sort of answers here. Something is troubling you here. Something is keeping you awake at night. Something has got you worried. I feel like you're being offered a brand new start here, but something is coming between you and a person. Now, it may be that the person seems okay on the surface, but maybe you're starting to feel red flags here about this situation. Maybe you're starting to see things with this person that do not sit right with you. Maybe they remind you of a past relationship or a past situation you've been in that didn't turn out so well. But something is not quite right. You are being caught in an illusion. You've been caught up in an illusion again, and I feel like you've been in this place before. You've got these high dreams or these high hopes for yourself, and what you do is you allow yourself to be manipulated here. I feel like here though, you may be able to, with this particular person, you may be able to talk through things and get them to understand. But if you keep going around in that Nine of Wands energy, then your person is not going to learn, and you're going to move forward and have your own stability here. Because sometimes we can talk to a person, we can have those conversations, we can tell them how we're feeling, and then within a week everything's back to where it was. And if that's the case, your person is unable to change that, not because they're not capable of change, but because they don't want to change. They like who they are. It is who they are. Because we can all change. There's no doubt about that at all. But if we feel we don't need to change, or that we like ourselves the way we are, and you'll hear people say, I can't change, that's who I am. And if a person says that to you, run a mile. Because a person can change, but if they don't want to, they like who they are. So you can find people who are in really sort of deep victim cycles, and you know, they're really always miserable, and you say to them you can change that, but they make themselves feel better by saying they can't change. So if you've got someone like that, you're wasting your time in the relationship. You're just going to go round and round in circles, because this person is never going to be the person you want them to be. All right, let's pull an oracle card for you, Virgo. There's a lot of patterns coming through in the readings today. I feel like a lot of you are getting lessons to learn about your own value. You're starting to understand. We've got the card of breathe. You're starting to understand how you do things and how they work out for you. And there is a pattern here that you need to break. I do love that this card is 29, which adds up to 11, which of course adds up to 1, which is a brand new start. So I like that. It's really nice energy. I feel like you're going to try something with this person, but I feel with that Nine of Wands, it's just going to cycle again. This is about patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. So if we have a look at the relationship message here, which I feel really you need to hear at this time, it says don't be in too much of a hurry right now. And again, you could be in a situation here where someone's trying to hurry you through to marriage. I feel like somebody's got their eye on your finances here. Now, this won't be for everybody, but I can't help thinking that somebody sees you as it's like an endless bucket of money or endless bucket of resources. Somebody's seeing something that they want here, and they may be going into this for the wrong reasons. And I feel like you're strongly dealing with someone who's very self-focused. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Listen to that. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. So somehow or another here, your intuition is telling you that something isn't quite right. It is. I know you're feeling it. You're seeing the red flags. You're understanding something isn't quite right in this situation. But what you're doing is you're ignoring that. You're probably being love bombed, or you're probably in a situation where this person is giving you what you need. You feel like you may be trapped in an illusion here. But I feel like you're going to see through it. I feel like you're going to understand that you've done this pattern before and it's time to break it off. I'll leave you with that. Thank you, Virgo.